Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sports Star. Today we are doing our NFL mock draft, October edition this time, as of the 16th of October. And we're doing this right before NFL Week 6, so that's where we stand. College football has been kind of goofy lately. The Vols just beat Alabama, which is kind of cool.
First time in 15 years.
Yeah, so let's get into these college players and let's get into these teams.
And ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so up first, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Now, obviously, they're picking at 1. I think if they're picking at 1 come the end of the season, it's a layup for them. Bryce Young. Quarterback, Alabama.
Yeah, so
if they're picking 1, they need a quarterback, and that's one of the best, and he's the best one in college football.
Yeah, so that's obviously the big debate, I think, is whether it's Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud.
I've seen Will Levis get talked in there somehow. He's not.
No,
but,
he's not.
But
he's
it's
definitely good. Yeah.
Both are good options, just depending on the type of offense you have, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But I like Bryce Young just a little bit. That's just a little bit more for the Falcons. So yeah, great fit for them. On to pick 2.
Number 2, we have the Texans. I'm going with C.J. Stroud, the quarterback from Ohio State. I think C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, as we said, either way, is a good option for. And honestly, the Texans aren't going to win unless they have a quarterback, and now they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you consider going Will Anderson there because, honestly, they need every position.
Yeah, they need every position, but I feel like they can still get good defensive players later in the round. Obviously, not Will Anderson's level, but definitely good players are still available.
Certainly. Now the Lions. This actually puts me in a predicament because I think this would be a trade down scenario in real life, but there's just so many edge rushers that are good in this draft. Like these top 4 really are just insane. But Will Anderson, I think it's just too good to pass up. So they are going to take Will Anderson.
Already the best player in college football.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we got number 4 with the Seahawks. Obviously not the season that they wanted or they expected. I
think they keep Geno.
I'd say they keep Geno. He's played good enough to keep that job.
Especially with no quarterback.
Especially with no receiver.
Maybe Will Levis could be.
I could see Will Levis. I could see Will Levis getting into the argument here. Anyone who thinks Tanner McKee is the number 3 quarterback is wrong.
He's a good quarterback. I think he's
not number 4, but
he's 4 or 5 in my opinion. That's just me, but
it's just you.
It is just me,
but I think number 4 for them, they need to go receiver because DK Metcalf is good, but Tyler Lockett's getting old. I feel like Kayshon Boutte is a high level threat and could definitely boost them. I could also see them trading down here a bit to get a quarterback. Up next, the Jets.
Okay, can you go? Well, actually, never mind. Offensive line this year is not good.
Not the same level as usual.
And Jets need offensive line. But I think at the same time, Jalen Carter, you need to improve your pass rush. So I think Jalen Carter is the pick here.
Yeah, Quinn Williams hasn't been all he was cracked up to be. So they do need that threat on the defensive line.
Right.
Right. So now we're on to the Jaguars, and it's a really tough predicament because the Jaguars obviously have been great, and you would love to add some sort of speed or wideout just to help Trevor Lawrence, or even just an offensive lineman. So I'm actually going to go Jackson Njigba here because he is he's a really electric player out of Ohio State. So yeah, it's going to really help Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I agree with that. So next pick we got the Panthers, and so the Panthers obviously they're the first team to fire their head coach this year because Matt Rule
didn't rule.
Exactly. Despite what PFF says, I think Will Levis is the clear-cut third best quarterback and not the 48th best player in the draft whatsoever. So I'm actually going to go with him at 7 here for the Panthers. I think he will be a good fit, and he can sit. No, he can't. He's better than he's already better than Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. Let's be realistic.
Yeah. Also, they probably won't be coming back after this year because I'm pretty sure
they probably won't.
Yeah, the deals are up. So
up next we got the Bears.
You already have Corral too. I mean backup.
Yeah, backup. Yeah. Okay, next up we got the Bears.
For Bears, go. mean, there's no good offensive line though.
I think there's some good at the top. Like Pierre Skowronski is pretty good.
Is he top 10 worthy?
Okay. The thing is, you've got to reach for players in this draft where there's not that same level of talent because they don't have another pick in the first.
I mean, I'm gonna go Peter just because he is going to be the number one tackle, the number one offensive lineman on their team because no one else. You just gotta address that right away.
He
if
beat
you're the
nothing.
Bears. Yeah.
He beats nothing, and that's what's required of him and the Bears.
Yeah.
Up next, we got the Giants, and I think.
Yeah. So the Giants.
No way. I don't think they are pick 9 here.
Nah.
I think
This
they're
is,
more.
wait,
middle.
is this a trade? I feel like they should be like go down, scroll down.
They don't have
No, it's not a trade.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah, I feel I don't know. I don't really know what they could.
I feel like PFF's been a bit harsh here. Yeah.
Yeah, quarterback definitely is like in play here, but there's not really a quarterback I would be reaching for in the spot. I feel like I think they go BPA here and just go with Miles Murphy.
I can see that. Yeah.
Brian Brees is certainly good on that same line.
Yeah.
But Miles Murphy is clear of him. He's definitely way
definitely.
better,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, you already got Thibodeau and you got what's his name last year or the year before
Quincy Roche.
Ojulari.
Ojulari.
Oh, Aziz Ojulari. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to add another one.
Yeah. I mean, you can never have too many
And
rushers.
I think Aziz's contract is going to be up soon, so
Yeah.
getting that help in there. Now we got the Commanders. Now these are another team that I think could trade down just because of quarterback play. Because I feel like if you trade down to 20, you could pick up another first, or definitely at least a high second, and get a better quarterback like Hendon Hooker or somebody along those lines. But as we're not doing trades in this, I believe that they go and BPA again, add into that defense that should be performing better than it. I think they go Keely Ringo here. Yeah. That secondary just hasn't been what it should be. Next we go out Steelers.
I'm going Brian Brees. I think. Oh wait, scroll that. Can you scroll down just a little? We already have Freiermuth. Yeah, I'm going Brian Brees. Just because, I mean, go alongside T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really need. There's not a wide receiver right now that stands out as a.
No.
I think you wait, but I think you just go Brian Brees.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. So now we have the Vikings up, and obviously that again quarterback is it in play? Probably not at this point. In the
Kirk
draft.
Cousins is locked up too much.
Yeah. I would have loved to give him Kylie Ringo. He's a great player, but seeing as he's not here right now, I think Antonio Johnson is probably a really safe pick at safety.
Yeah.
Just give them someone on the back end, playmaking safety. So yeah, Antonio Johnson's a good pick.
Yeah. Okay, and next we got the Eagles, and they've had one of the hottest starts this season. Okay, so the Eagles are up next. They have one of the best picks. They have here picking 18, which I'd say they could finish a bit better than, but that needs to get bounced in the wild card round, which I could see. I mean, I feel like they are a team with some flaws, especially if they lose this week. They fall behind in that divisional race early. But I think they go edge, help out that defense a bit. Now, of course, the problem with Andre Carter is the risk that goes with drafting any Army player of how well the enlistment works, but as I do not know how that will affect him, I am going to go with Andre Carter.
Take the risk.
Take the risk because I don't completely understand how that works, and I do need to do a bit more research into it. But anyways, the Raiders.
Oh, with this pick, I'm going to reach just a little bit and go Michael Mayer. But, I mean, you could trade Waller. Waller's not done very well in the past couple of years. I don't trust him, but...
They did just sign him to that massive extension.
That's true. So, I guess not Mayer. Can you scroll down just a little?
I mean, they definitely. I mean, their D-line isn't. I mean, outside of Max Crosby, Clinton Farrell has been disappointing for sure.
Wow, it's almost like you shouldn't have drafted the third round talent with the 5th overall pick. Fourth overall pick.
Fourth.
Can you go to corners or DBs? I mean,
yeah. I mean, they certainly they're a team again outside of Devontae Adams. They have some good receiving options.
Yeah, I'm going.
They could also use a tackle. Yeah.
Garrett Williams, that makes sense. Yeah.
Might as well just add. I mean, you don't have a clear position that you need.
No, I think they're pretty.
necessarily.
They're solid all.
Other than
around.
quarterback, you could argue for, but aren't really any top quarterbacks left anyway. So
So up next are the Patriots.
Yeah, so after skipping over the Dolphins because of that Tom Brady tampering thing, we have the Patriots. And again, the Patriots, we've been saying this for like 3 years straight now. Like, they have no options for their quarterback whatsoever. Like, they have the quarterback has no one that separates to the ball to. So we're going to go to, could you go to the wide receivers, please?
Yep.
Yeah. Out of these, I feel like they could use, I think Quentin Johnson's actually pretty good. He's out of TCU. He's been really effective for them. And,
He has. He's been one of the better players on their team.
And we have the Titans now at 16.
So I think the option for the Titans is easy. I don't think we really have to talk too much about this. I think it's Michael Mayer. Obviously, if there was, and even Quentin Johnson, but especially, JSN or Keyshawn Boots available, definitely would have gone that. But I feel like tight ends is never been need. And Michael Mayer is that quintessential tight end. He's that big guy. He can block for you. He can,
which you need.
Yeah, which the Titans definitely need this upcoming.
You could also argue offensive lineman.
Could argue offensive line, but I just don't like the talent there as much as I did in years past. But I could see them going tight. If Michael Mayer isn't available, I could definitely see them going that way.
Okay, Texans. If you're a Texans fan, you need anything other than quarterback right now. Is there any, would you say...
Jordan Addison's good.
I think Addison. I think you need Addison. You need someone other than Cooks to catch the ball from Stroud. So
Yeah.
at this point, just go anyone. I mean, Meyer would have been a good option, but
Yeah.
Unless we got the Eagles with their second
Eagles.
pick.
And I am disappointed that they took Andre Carter because I'm honestly thinking about taking Felix Anduike, Uzoma, with 2 edge rushers to make that D line insane.
Yeah, and this is definitely the part of the line where the defense is kind of taking over. But
I kind of want to take a corner though, like Eli Ricks. What would you guys say about him? I feel like
Eli Ricks, I don't love him. I like him, but I don't think he's that good. I could see him going running back here. I know it's a bit of a reach drafting running back in the mid first, but Bijan is
he's a
tank. He's a tank.
And that would make that offense so insane.
I
don't
like Sanders at all, in my opinion. I don't think he's the.
You did just put him in your starting lineup though for fantasy.
Yeah, I did, but I had no other option. So,
all right, Bijan Robinson to the Eagles.
Yeah. So up next we got the Ravens. So obviously they had a good season, decent season this year, and I feel like obviously they don't need quarterback. But I really don't know here. I feel like I definitely think this would be a good pick here, Felix.
Mm-hmm. Really value. That's
it's the best value pick here. Jacqueline Roy's also a good one. Getting that defensive line buffed up even more.
I'd trade out of this pick.
All right, and yeah, I could see this being a trade down situation.
But since we're not doing trades,
yet, I think we go Felix.
I think we go Eli Ricks with this pick.
This makes sense. Yep.
I mean, their secondary is not very good. I mean, they're getting burnt.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, so just get the best corner or DB available.
Yeah, and the Seahawks took a wide receiver with their first pick at 4. So this time, I honestly think just best player available. Geno's staying, so probably not Tanner McKee. I think it will be a defensive lineman. Which I think I like Jacqueline Roy the best out of all these at LSU. So he's gonna be the pick there.
Okay, so the Los Angeles Chargers, obviously they are one of the better. Obviously they're never gonna go quarterback. They got Herbert, who's gonna be their next Phillip Rivers. I think you need to work on building around him. Nolan Smith would be a good pick. CK Ika would be a good. I probably just butchered that name. I'm so sorry, but also Broderick Jones and Paris Johnson are 2 of the best tackles. I like Paris Johnson as my second best tackle in this draft, so I'm going to go with him.
Okay.
Next we got the Dolphins.
If I'm a Dolphins fan right now, I'm crying because Robinson's not here. I mean, I think he would have been a great addition for the running back position, but
of course there is also Jamar Gibbs out of Alabama who's a strong running back.
Yeah, I'm going either offensive line or linebacker. Let's see. Let me just see top available. Yeah, I'm going with Jones, tackle from Georgia. He's done a solid job for them this year. I think to be honest, Tua, you got to keep him based on how he's done so far.
Yeah. 100%, yeah.
And he's found connections with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle when he's been healthy. So
Okay, so the Colts are up next to 24, and honestly,
how are they 24?
That is true. That's very true.
I think these rankings might be a bit outdated.
Mm-hmm. But so I feel like they honestly could be in play for a quarterback.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Tanner McKee?
I like him. I think he's a decent.
I mean, none of the quarterback options are
Richardson,
really great.
McKee or Richardson would be a good pick for quarterback here.
So yeah, I think the Colts, they take a quarterback, sit him 1 year behind Matt Ryan, and yeah, it'll be Tanner McKee for me here out of Stanford. Hopefully develop him into a great quarterback.
Alright, so up next we got the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys, obviously quarterbacks is pretty held up for them between Cooper Rush. I imagine Cooper Rush
Dak.
keeps so, and Dak. Dak obviously is going to get the starter job back when he comes back, but I think they go defensive line here with Nolan Smith out of Georgia.
Bengals.
Yep.
Offensive line obviously wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt. Yeah.
Any of these guys, big names.
Blake Freeland. I'm high on a little bit, but
Freeland. Yeah, I'll go Freeland. I think anyone for the Bengals, he could probably move around if they needed him to.
Yeah.
They
absolutely.
just need to protect Joe. That's
Alright,
my
let's see.
past 2 years have been my number one key for Bengals success.
Yeah.
So keep bringing in hope.
All right, so the Lions took Will Anderson, so edge. I feel like they need to address like the back end of their defense now. So they've had Aiden Hutchinson and now Will Anderson Jr.
Yep.
So they need like a
Swell.
DB now.
I mean, he could come in with his brother.
Yeah, you could absolutely bring in. Actually, you know what? That's actually a good point. I feel like they need like safety or like DB help though, and I'm
Sure.
gonna give them Brian Branch. For
yeah, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah. Give them help on the back end. So we have the Packers now.
Packers are up now.
Yes.
I can see. So I haven't really looked at either of these two guys. I really like Josh Downs in the first. I think he's one of the better college receivers this year. And Aaron Rodgers might throw a chair through the window of the Packers war room if they don't draft a receiver here. Josh Downs. Okay, up next we got the Chiefs.
Chiefs need running back badly. I mean, what's his name? Oh, how am I blanking?
Jamar.
No,
Gibbs.
the running back.
Yeah, Jamar.
For them.
Clyde.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's not the guy. He's not the guy.
He's not him.
He's not him. Oh, there's Gibbs. He's like the 7th ranked running back.
Blake Corum's also pretty good. He's been balling out this year.
That's true. I mean, but I think Gibbs right now is the safer option just right now.
Yeah.
Based on
Yeah, I like
where we are.
that. Plus, I feel like he could be Clyde Edwards plus, with that same kind of game, so they wouldn't have to change their system.
Yeah. So now we're on to the Buccaneers. This is another quarterback. I feel like every pick I have is a quarterback spot. Hendon Hooker is not on this mock.
I wouldn't.
Give him Hendon.
Yeah. I mean,
We might just draft you a quarterback here and say that it was Hendon Hooker.
yeah, I'm gonna put Tyler Van Dyke, but it's actually gonna be Hendon Hooker. So if you're watching this after, you're gonna miss it.
And
But-
by the way, Van Dyke is not declaring this year. He's
Yeah, that's why we're going with him.
Yeah.
So the Bills are up at 31.
Well, we know they're not going quarterback.
Well, this is like them winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so Bills Super Bowl champions, congratulations. Just added to their thing. I like Javon Dexter a lot. I gave him, I think he was one of my first guys I gave rankings for this position. So I'm going to go.
They do need offensive line.
They need offensive line, but if we look at the tackles and guards available, I don't like Zion Nelson at all. And Cooper Beebe is meh. So I'm just going to go with Javon Dexter here, and then they can pick up another. I feel like there's a lot of middle ranking talent in the second and in the third and fourth rounds for offensive line. But that just about concludes our mock draft. Do y'all have any passing comments to say?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting into draft season now. We're going to be putting out a lot more content.
More content in November. Just stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Being tied up here.
Yeah.
But it'll get better. Don't worry.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.